Welcome to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. We want to talk about the English Premier League. The English Premier League is the most exciting league in the world. The English Premier League is the best league in the world. Whenever you want to watch a good game of football or soccer, whichever one you want to call it, look no further than the English Premier League. So let's jump right into it, where we give you result, analysis, and our opinion of what happened in and around the English Premier League. Yes, so let's jump right into it. We have for you a game that played between Wolves and Bournemouth. Wolves, they were beaten by Bournemouth 2-0. And Wolves, they are at the bottom of the table. And you can almost say Wolves have been relegated. You can almost say Wolves is relegated. You can almost say that because they're at the bottom of the table and they are struggling right now. But Bournemouth, they ran out a comfortable 2-0 win over Wolves. So let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Brighton versus Everton. Brighton won and Everton won. This game drew 1-1 apiece. Brighton, they were leading 1-0, but Everton found that equalizing goal to break the heart of Brighton and their supporters. So Brighton won, Everton won. And let's jump right into the next game. The next game we have for you is Chelsea versus West Ham. And this game is a nail-biting game. This game, we saw Chelsea came out on top, 3-2. After they went down 2-0 in the first half by West Ham. But the second half, Chelsea came out and firing on all cylinders. They ran over West Ham and they beat West Ham 3-2. And like they always said, football is a game of two halves. You can play good in the first half, and in the second half, you lack something and your opponent ran you over and beat you in the second half. So you have to come out blazing if you want to win this game and protect your 2-0 lead. But West Ham could have not protect their 2-0 lead. They tried to protect it, but Chelsea was too much for them. Chelsea ran them over and beat them 3-2. All right, let's jump right into the next game. The next game we saw is Liverpool. They trash Newcastle 4-1. Liverpool, they thump Newcastle 4-1. Whenever time you go to Anfield, Anfield is like a fortress. Anfield is like a fortress. You have to be on your A game. You can't make no mistake. You have to play Liverpool and play the crowd out of the game. You have to play Liverpool supporters out the game, because once they started to chant and make their noise, you're in for a big trouble. But Liverpool 4 and Newcastle 1. Let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Aston Villa versus Brentford. Brentford, they beat Aston Villa at Villa Park 1-0. Aston Villa, they could not find that equalizing goal that they were searching for. They searched and they searched and they came up with nothing. They came up short. Aston Villa 0, Brentford 1. All right, the next game we have for you is Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. And Nottingham Forest, they were 1 goal. But Crystal Palace, they equalized. So this game it ended 1-1 apiece. Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Palace 1. Alright, so let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Manchester United versus Fulham. Manchester played at Old Trafford and they were up 2-0. But Fulham, they clawed their way back into the game. But in the dying moments of the game, Benjamin Sesko, he broke the heart of the Fulham supporters. He broke Fulham heart. He scored that all-important goal to beat Fulham 3-2. Manchester United, they scored 3 goals and Fulham could only manage to get 2. So Manchester, they came out on top. And let me tell you, Manchester United, they look like the old time Manchester United. They have the never say die, the never lose mentality, the mentality of win at all costs. This is the old Manchester United we used to by grinding out victory like these. Yes, they grind out victory like these to win that game 3-2. In the dying moment, Benjamin Sesko, he came up with an all-important goal to win the game for Manchester United and beat Fulham 3-2. Yes, Manchester United, they are back. Manchester United, they are back. Yes, they are back. Anyway, let's jump right into the next game. The next game we have for you is Tottenham versus Manchester City. Manchester City, they were up 2-0, but Tottenham, they fight their way back into the game. Tottenham, they fought their way back into the game to make it 2-2. So Manchester City 2, Tottenham 2. This game, Arsenal, they welcome this draw. This draw do Arsenal a world of good. Yes, this draw welcome Arsenal a world of good. Yes, because Arsenal, they were 4 points ahead of Manchester City, and Arsenal, they welcome this draw. Manchester City, they needed to win. But they couldn't. Tottenham owed them to a 2-2 draw. And Pep never have much success when it comes to Manchester. When it comes to Manchester and Tottenham, Pep, he does not have much success. Maybe he have beaten Tottenham once or twice out of 8 or 9 attempts. Yes, so many attempts, but he came up short, and he came up short yesterday. They drew 2-2 apiece. Alright, let's jump right into the next game between Leeds United and Arsenal. Arsenal, they thump Leeds United 4-0. Yes, they thump Leeds United 4-0. And you can see the disappointment on the coach for Leeds. He said his team, they didn't play according to the plan. But he said Arsenal, he's not taking away nothing from Arsenal. Arsenal is a top team. There must be a reason for them to be at the top. There must be a reason. They're playing good, and they're playing good football, and they got quality players. So they must have been doing something good to be on top of the league. Alright, the game that we have for you, the lone game we have for you that played today, is the game between Sunderland and Burnley. These two teams are newly promoted team. Sunderland are doing well, while Burnley, they are in the relegation zone. They are second to last in the relegation zone. And I don't know what the coach for Burnley, what his plans are, but he have to do something and do something really fast because he only got 14 games to go. 14 games to go. So you have to do something and do something fast. Anyway, let's jump right to the last and final game. The last and final game we have for you. We don't have to, we just want to give you a recap of the game that play between Arsenal and Leeds. Arsenal, they beat Leeds. Yes, they beat Leeds handsomely. They beat Leeds handsomely. 4-0. David Raya keep a clean sheet. He keep a clean sheet. They beat Leeds 4-0. So, there you have it on the canvas. Like, share, and subscribe to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their good God-given gift, talent, and ability. Until next time, we are out, or I am out.